Hello everybody, it's Charlotte here, or Odyssey, at you guys with a brand new video. And today we're doing a Q&A. I know I didn't say anything on Twitter or on YouTube about the Q&A. It's more of a Facebook thing. I did on a Facebook. Yeah, so these are the questions, and I'm going to be answering all the questions. I didn't get too many questions, but I did get a lot from a couple of people. I will be saying the people's names that are asking the questions just for that. And I know that I don't want to make this video too long, so I know that the questions that I got, even though there's not that as much as, I could have anticipated, I could spend a little longer on them and going into detail. So, let's get on with the first question. Okay, so the first question we have here is from Adriana Osuna. Love you, girl. Her question was, what has been the hardest stage of your transition? And I'm gonna be honest here. There isn't like no such thing as like the stage for me. Like I haven't had like a hard stage. It's more like consistently hard. That's what she said. It has been more so based off of learning how, I guess, developing the comfortability of going out in public and being able to, be dressed up like this. At first, it was really, really hard. I couldn't like go to certain places without like being scared about it. Now I can go into a lot of public places because I've been through it, and it just gets easier and easier and easier. And plus, I always get good, compliments. So it's not that hard, but in a way, it is kind of like in something that I have to build inside me and to help me make it better. Okay, so this next question is for Marie LeBron. She said, how long did it take for your name change to become legal? I'm gonna be honest with you. The process between that was actually quite easy. For the first part, I went to the LGBT community center, and they had like literally everything, every paper I really needed for my name change. That was with like the DMV papers, everything. And I went over to the county. I went over to the courthouse, and I turned in my papers after we had went over it at the Transgender community center, and I gave it to the people over there. They redirected me to the newspaper office, and from the newspaper office, I waited about a week. So the process was like literally maybe a month to change my name. So it wasn't very long. All right, second question from Marie LeBron is: are you doing hormone therapy treatment to change? Yes. I mean, most transgender people go through this anyway because it is the best way to go through the female the female puberty, basically. I want to do it because one, I want to grow boobs. Two, I just want that feeling of being a girl. I guess it boosts up your confidence too. There's a lot of cool things that change about you on when you're doing HRT. So, yeah. Third question from Marie. This chick literally asked a lot of questions. When did you know you were different? How old were you when you told your parents? Okay, so how did I know when I was different? I didn't know I was different. I literally thought that everything that I did was kind of like the same as everyone else. Maybe a little different. Not too different. I guess I started having these things going through my mind since I was 4 years old. But they were more of like not as strong as at all. Like they were like little things. Nothing that will get me to the point. I didn't tell my parents about me being transgender. They just kind of figured out because I put it on Facebook. Next question is from Heather Brooks Sanchez. Does your family will still support you? If so, has the relationship changed? If not, how does that make you feel? Okay. My family supports me to an extent. My uncle is a very good supporter. He called me up the other day. He talked to me. He's really happy for me and proud of me. My auntie, it's a little different for her. It's more so of she's kind of upset. Her beliefs were totally different when she was younger, and it's just harder. It's really hard to see it, like when a parent has to see their kids, go through this. I don't know why, but it always feels like it's like a thing of like they let you down or something, or they didn't raise you the right way, and that's not the case. If you're transgender, you're transgender. You're gonna come out that way. If you're gay, you're gay. You're lesbian, you're lesbian. You're bi, you're bi. You can't. There's no one tells you. You can never really get taught away from it. It's just who you are. The way it affects my relationship is a little bit different. Like I don't talk to my auntie as much really anymore. And when she was on the phone the other day, she talked to me, and it seemed like she wasn't eager to talk to me. She gave the phone back to my uncle right away. So, but it is what it is. Time will pass, and we'll see what happens. Next question from Heather Brooks Sanchez was it hard to transition? Actually, it was. I haven't really gone through physical transition. I'm more of like I don't know if you could call it a transvestite. Like, I wear all the stuff, I do all that stuff. I haven't gone through like the medications and all that stuff really needed, or the surgeries. So I'm really at the beginning stages. Next question is from Sarah Mares. Do you wish you would have transitioned at a much younger age, and how would you think that would have affected you? Okay, let's be honest here. I think that in this time, it's the best time for me to actually transition. I couldn't imagine if I would have transitioned in high school and how that would have went, because it's a lot harder in high school for a lot of people, especially transgenders. A lot of transgender people find out when they're in high school or middle school, and it gets like it's really hard for them because they get like really outcasted sometimes, or they don't get treated the same way, and it's based off their confidence level. I've seen a lot of transgender girls and men that have a lot of friends because they're just and go out to parties, do all that stuff, just like anyone else. But that's just how it was. For me, I don't know how I would have taken it. I think I would have been way more upset and depressed if I did go through this before. That's just the way I see it. Next question is from Gabriel Hull. Who is the greatest inspiration? Who is my greatest inspiration? Let's be honest here. It's Les Brown. Les Brown is like the best dude in the world. He has like, if you guys have the chance to listen to his motivational speeches, this guy is a legend. He makes me like smile and he makes me tear up at the same exact time. I love his motivational speeches. I was in the business before this, so yeah, it was like really cool to hear him as a speaker. You can find him on YouTube, like Les Brown, change like all kinds of cool things about it. It's like really awesome. He's a great speaker. He's funny too. Next question is from Kay Arini. What are the best things you love about Charlotte? Charlotte is. Wait. Okay, so I thought I read that question wrong, but what are the best things you love about Charlotte? Is I don't know. It's the things I get to do that's different than what I was able to do as a boy. I like Charlotte because Charlotte is much more open about her looks than Steven was. She is, I don't know, she always wants to impress people around her. That's like the coolest thing about Charlotte. I like it. Obviously, she's a bit, she cares about her body a lot more than Steven did. And I guess you could say insecurities, and that's something that kind of gets to me sometimes. Next question by Kate Irini. How are you so gorgeous? How are you so gorgeous? Like, you are amazing. You're so sexy. Low key. Yeah. Alright, so next question is from Montana Wall. How did you start this journey? How did I start this journey? Let's be honest here. My start of being transgender actually kind of needed a kickstart. A lot of people just kind of figure it out and then they go on with the flow. I never really watched any YouTubers that were transgender at the time. I didn't really know what transgender was. It all started October 31st, or a little bit before. I thought that I was just planning on dressing up as a girl for Halloween for another year. I've done it before, but it was more of a messing around. I think this time, since I did it on my own, it was more time for me to actually understand myself. And I began to think, well, maybe I am a cross-dresser. I kind of like, everything has been coming at a slow pace. It's slow but fast, I guess you could say. 1 minute I think I'm a cross-dresser, then I think I'm a transgender, and then I know I'm transgender. Then I go through all these slow changes and that lead up to now, basically. So yeah, the beginning of my journey was basically being able to express myself at Halloween and being accepted by the people I'm around now. And it like literally helped boost me up to where I am today. Next question is by Stacy Payne. I know you recently came out as transgender, but did you pass as a regular male, or did you have any female habits that would have made people think otherwise? This is where everything kind of like falls into place, where people do not, they're really surprised. I did pass as a male. I did, trust me. In fact, you guys could just look at some of my old videos and you guys would see me as a male. I did pass as a male. I never had really any feminine things about me. My signs about my being transgender actually came through some of the things I have said and some of the things I've thought. And if you guys want to see that of how I figured out I was transgender, it'll be popping up at the end of the video. So yeah, that will be there for you guys. But for instance, I was never really too feminine as a guy, as far as I know, unless people told me. Other than that, it's even surprising for me to see myself in the mirror like this because I'm not that bad looking. Not to be weird or anything. Next question is from Hope McDowell. What frustrates you the most in life? Money. Let's be honest here. Money is the most frustrating thing in the world. I hate whenever I have to go through a paycheck within like a couple days and then be freaking poor and then like have all my money problems like all settled and then of course something pops up and then before you know I'm broke again. We all go through these problems and I just want to make it better, and that's why I'm trying to build up my YouTube channel and do my book, is because I want to be successful. I want to be able to be comfortable with the money I have. Next question is from Pradeep Kithan. I don't know what your name is. How do you remain fit without going to gym? I don't understand why this person got more likes than just one, but I don't know how, that question didn't really pertain to me, but I guess he was meaning like, how do I stay fit without going to the gym? I haven't gone to the gym in ages. I just have a fast metabolism, so yeah, my stomach is literally not big. I think it was meant that I go through this transition because the way I've eaten in the last couple of years, I'd expect to be fat by now. Yeah, thank the Lord. Next question is from Ammonia. Where are these guys getting their names? I don't know. Ammoni or Joy. No, I don't want to say it. Can you live without someone you love? Even not around serious one though. This person got. What is up with these people? These people from these other countries like their own comment. Oh, never mind. He likes two of them. Okay. I don't really know how to answer this question. Like, first of all, the Q&A is supposed to be questions about me, and I am not a psychiatrist. I don't know any of this stuff. How do you live without someone you love? I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Next question is from Sarah Deanna Odell. Did you kick that D-bag worker's ass? Did you report him for discrimination against you? Did he get in trouble? Did you slap him in the face using your heels and he complained about being in the break room? That would have been awesome. To be honest with you, I just let it go. I didn't want to make the situation much worse. I know the company already knows that basically that ever since I came out as transgender, everything the roles are out of the I basically went rogue on the company. The company itself is under don't know what the heck they're gonna do because of my situation. They're completely lost. And she asked another question. How do you feel about your name officially being Charlotte? How do people react towards you when you go to places? How do you remain positive in a negative world? Is the positivity that you project in the social media something you also try to strive for in the real world? Let's be honest. 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 Yes, but at the same time, I can't. When you're always at work, it's hard to sit there and spread out your positivity because all I really do is work with customers that are just looking for stuff. They don't want to hear anything that's positive about me sometimes. So, most of the time anyways. I love Charlotte. I love the fact that it was legally changed. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The fact that it's been legally changed, I've been most happiest in the world because of the fact that I get to say that this is my real name now. That's it's one of the most awesome things in the world, and it's one of the best things for people to see you as instead of running around with a boy's name, how do people react to me in person or out in the public? Really, nobody ever really reacts. There's been people that have told me, I like your nails, compliments, some people will look at me, but I don't know what the reason is. I'll be honest with you guys. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Alright guys, I'm done. I don't know what the reason is. I've gotten a lot of messages from guys telling me that I'm hot and all that stuff, and then people out in public telling me that I'm beautiful. So I don't know if it's because they're looking at me because they like me, or if they're looking at me because I look like a boy in a way. I don't know. I really don't know. It could be both. It could be one, or it could be the other. Some people will stare at me. Some people don't. Some people just get on with their lives because that's what we do. And I get on with my life. It's not like I'm walking around scared and shaking and everyone looks at me because of it. I walk around, do my own thing, and some people just kind of like wave it off. They'll look at me for a bit, and they'll see me that I'm doing my stuff, and then they'll turn around and go do their own thing. But I don't really know what they do when I see them. Some people will give me a look. Like at work, some people will look at me and then like look away, and then they'll walk over and go look for some other help. But it's okay. Okay, next question is from Stacy Payne. She said, "I'm curious about your sexual preferences. Like, I have a friend who has transitioned to male from female, and he only likes women. I have a male friend transitioning to female, and he only dates dudes only." This is a really good question. I was actually going to make a video about this. Thank you for asking that question, Stacy. This question is something I was thinking about today. Okay, so as a boy, I always liked women. I never had any attraction towards men. As a girl, I like women still. However, it feels good to talk to a guy because it makes me feel more of a girl, I guess you could say. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I gotta talk to a man in order to feel like a woman. The thing is, I don't know, it gives me that one weird strive. But I don't have any attraction to men. I just don't. I can't see myself in a relationship with a man because of the fact, like, I've gotten into many conversations. I'm sorry to this last guy I was talking to. I'm so sorry if I led you on anything, but like, I just, like, after a while, I just felt like I was talking to someone and I was leading them on and I wasn't gonna do anything. So sorry, I'm very sorry, but I simply can't do it. I can't date a guy. It's just, I don't see nothing in them. I can't see myself holding a big hand. I'd rather be holding a woman's hand, and that's going to be how it is. I plan on having kids in the future, so a woman's going to be the only one that I can have that with. So that's my question. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, not all trans people are really, they don't ever start off liking the same gender. A lot of people think that you have to be gay to transition, but the thing is, you could still like the same, you can still like the opposite sex even after transition. Like, there are many people that still like, women that are trans women, or men that are trans men. It's just the way it is. It's like it comes in all shapes and sizes and different personalities, just like anything else. Next question. It's from Brie Lopez. And this is going to be one of the last questions. How do you deal with the negative and stay so positive and amazing? Thank you, Brie. I love you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I stay positive because of my past teachings from a lot of the things I've been through. My business, reading all these success books and all that stuff, it's kept me on the right path, and to understand that whatever I'm going through, there's a lot of other people going through it too. So I don't need to worry. I don't stress so much about it, and I worry about the things that are legitimately can be worried about, like money or living and stuff. That's like literally the only things I worry about. If someone like gave me a look one day, I wouldn't care. It hit me for a couple of seconds, but then before you know, I'm doing my own thing again. Okay, last question is from Tina Lopez. How does it feel to finally be recognized by the government as Charlotte? Awesome, great. And it was awesome because when I was in the courthouse, the judge was calling me a her. He was using the right pronouns, and it was so awesome. It was so awesome. Like, I got so much good compliments. There's this girl that was working there. She's like, I love your heels and all that stuff. Everything just went great. Smooth. In fact, it was probably one of the best experiences I had in a long time. But anyways, with that being said, guys, I want to thank you for sending me those questions for this video. It's going to be going up as soon as I'm done editing it. I'm going to be editing it right as soon as I'm done. So I have a lot of stuff to do tonight, but it should be done and be up by tonight. Anyways, guys, the 2 videos will be are gonna come up on the screen right now. Just right here, but right here. I guess right here. The 2 videos are gonna be right here, and there's gonna be a subscribe button in the middle. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more of my journey and my gaming videos, please subscribe. And let's get this video to 10 or 20 likes. I don't know. Let's go for a goal here. I don't really go for goals on YouTube, but let's see what we can do. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, leave a like, show some love, subscribe. I'm Odyssey or Charlotte. Laters, guys. Mwah. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.